In this video, we get our anchor chain stuck on an old mooring, and then we explore an abandoned mine on the Greek island of Serifos. We start this video on the seawall in Serifos, down in the Cyclades Islands in Greece. Winds are 6, average 10, up to 12, 14. Hopefully it's a pretty good day for sailing. We're going about 15, 20 miles north. We got to start working our way back north, back to the mainland of Greece to return the boat on Friday. So we only have a few more days left. Today is Tuesday. But yeah, we get going pretty soon, just warming up the engines. I guess I should have filmed it getting off the dock, but we just basically used both bow thrusters to push us off the dock sideways and then move forward. Kind of nice having a bow and a stern thruster. Old timers say it's cheating, but man, you're using the tools you got, and that's a pretty nice tool. I think if I were having a boat built, I'd have a bow and a stern thruster. I am having a, so I might have them include thrusters in a bow and a stern. Just so easy to get off and on the dock. Unfortunately, we're going straight into the wind today, so it is what it is. We only have 16 miles to go like this, and it's nice. I mean, you know, this boat can do 8 knots on the motor even into the wind, so it should take 2 hours to get there and be nice and easy way up there. The waves are pretty small. It's only 10, 11 knots of wind, so it's not rough, but I mean, it's a nice, beautiful view out along the cliffs as we go.
What's the depth?
It's like 30 feet right now. But you can get shallow real quick. All right, go ahead. We didn't know it at the time, but we were dropping our anchor right next to an old mooring, and that was going to cause some problems. So I'm going to try to back out and swing it around over that way.
Okay, and just tell me what to do.
Yeah, just kind of keep an eye on it.
Chain is looped around the rock right there.
I don't know if you can see. I don't think I can see it, but
it's below us, moving against the boat, the chain. Alright, so it came off naturally, so I don't have to jump in.
Ooh, good thing.
We're gonna move to a little bit different spot. Out of the water!
So as we were anchoring, I don't know if you could tell what was going on there, but like we were dropping our anchor and there was an old mooring down there with a huge like metal hoop sticking out the top, and our chain had wrapped around it. And so we were trying to unwrap ourselves from it so we didn't have to, before it got tight, because once it gets tightened on there, it's really hard to unloose. So, but we were able to do it and just moved over and dropped our anchor in a different spot. The mooring was probably 3 meters across and then, you know, 15, 20 feet of water. So pretty big ship it used to hold probably. But this island is called Serifos. I'm not sure the exact bay, but it's really pretty. They got like an old abandoned bridge, and I don't know if it was like a mine or something they used to have here, but I'm sure we'll go exploring after lunch here. We're gonna have lunch and we'll go for a little hike around, and then there's a couple little cafes that look really nice right on the water. It's a beautiful little spot. This is Megalo Levadi, a beautiful deep water bay on the island of Serifos. On one side is an abandoned mine, and on the other is a fairly large cave. The mines on the island date back to before the Roman times. Most of the infrastructure you see here was built after 1830 and the Greek Revolution. Guys, let me talk to you about the sponsor of this video, AG1 by Athletic Greens. AG1's kind of become a morning routine on the boat, and I've even gotten the girls into it. It's pretty easy to do. You just mix 1 serving with some cold water, mix it up, and it tastes great. It gives you all your comprehensive nutrients that you need throughout the day with more than 70 different nutrients. I actually had to make a trip home to visit family, and so it's kind of convenient. They give you 5 free travel packs with your order, and so I just simply pack my travel packs with me, and now I have them here at my mother's kitchen. So it's easy in my travel pack. I simply, you know what, they do actually have a shaker that's included with it, but I forgot to bring it, left it with the girls so they can use it. But it's pretty easy, just use your little travel pack, mix that up, and I'm ready to go. So just mix it up, and a little cold water tastes great. I feel it kind of has like a little chocolatey taste to it. Everybody's kind of said something different, but tastes good and gives you all your nutrients you need. So if you order right now, you get the 5 free travel packs, a year's supply of vitamin D, and of course, a month's supply of the AG1 Athletic Greens drink. So click the link in the description or the one popping up here right now. And thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring this video.
So this is how Bobby always first explores the terrain.
Flying the drone, you know, gotta get the lay of the land.
Instead of getting out there, he's like, let me see what's really out there.
Where do you want to go first?
We save time. We save time, right?
It makes sense.
Hey, he's scoping out the good cafes right there on the beach. It's pretty nice. And then there's some caves to go explore, I believe.
Says hi to locals.
Yeah. Oh man, I wasn't recording.
Looks like everyone's taking a nap though.
What drone do you have?
I got the new Mavic 3 Cinema version with the controller and everything. It's pretty expensive, but I mean the quality is pretty amazing. I mean I've been using the Phantom 4. Granted, I haven't been recording in 4K with the Phantom 4. I'm definitely recording in 4K with this, but this thing is really nice.
Let's go! Woo!
Oh, you're getting better at that, eh? Walking on the dinghy? I remember you in the beginning.
So we Steph's feeling a little under the weather, so it's just us right now. And we are gonna go explore that cave over there, and then it looks like ruins of an old like mine or something.
Exciting.
Can you imagine if this was like your house just on this little cliffside here in Greece? Or like your vacation home or something? Pretty basic. Yeah, I mean you get bored eventually, but if it's your vacation home or something, yeah, it'd be pretty sweet. We found an old goat path that led us up to the mouth of the cave. Look at all these stones. So, I mean, that's why all the houses and the fences and everything are built of stone. I mean, you have just an unlimited supply of stone.
Is this a man-made cave or?
No, I would doubt it's a man-made cave. I think it's just like a little sinkhole type thing that fell in. I mean, so they've been mining something on the other side, I don't know. So I'm guessing this whole thing used to be just one solid hill, and it got this like cavity in the middle, I don't know, rainwater or something washing it away, and then it just collapsed and left all these rocks here. And then, you know, any kind of dirt or anything like that would eventually, by the rain, get washed down and leave all these giant rock piles, I'm guessing. I'm no geologist. I just play one on YouTube. Always
A little cave down there.
Yeah, but I mean, it always scares me. Like old caves that are stable, great, but like clearly shit's still falling off this rock. Makes me scary to stand underneath it.
So you're saying I'm in the right exact spot.
Well,
I see why you're bringing me over here,
yeah.
Bobby.
Well, evidently birds live on it, and they're okay. Alright, so hit the cave there. Now we're gonna head across the bay to what looks like an abandoned mine. I mean, that looks like 100 years old or more.
Oh yeah, easy.
And that would have been somebody's palace back in the day. Man, look at that. Or some kind of maybe government building or something.
Yeah, government building, I think.
Yeah.
Like the old port.
Yeah. I think maybe the reason this was mining and all that is because this is a very deep port, very far in. Like, because we're anchored right there, and we're anchored in 30 feet of water right there. So they could, their little, I don't know, mine bridge they built. So I imagine they brought cars out, like whatever, a boat would go more underneath that, and then they could just dump their load right on top onto the boat. You know what I mean? I don't think that was a bridge spanning the pass. That would have been pointless. Why not just come around? I think it was just a place to.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
It was still a bit early in the season, but you can imagine the height of summer, all these tables would be full.
Give us a push.
Yeah, right?
Good thing I had
think.
this injection.
Yeah, tetanus. Yeah. This thing, I don't think it's moving anywhere anytime soon.
There was a rail network to get all the ore to the loading bridge.
Man, I'd go jump off if this was actually safe, but
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think you'd be all right going out there, but it's not worth it. Okay, gonna head ashore. We hope one of these restaurants are open. There was a couple of them that were open for lunch. We hope they're open for dinner. There's not a whole lot of activity around here, but we'll see what happens. So there was no real menu.
yeah.
I love it when the waitress can sit and relax and speak to you.
Well, not the waitress,
friend
she's the
to
cook.
friend.
She's the owner of the cook,
and
everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, so like we came up and said, "Are you open?" She's like, "Well, I have limited food," and she told us a couple things, and so yeah, there's no menu. We're just, I don't know.
Yeah, she tries to sell you what they have.
Yeah.
She's nice, and Bobby even said like, let's have 2 of those, and she even said herself like, I'll start with one, and if you want another one, you can take it again. So
Yeah, pretty flexible.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Nice people.
Yeah. So what do you think, guys? How is it? Like homemade,
Delicious.
fresh made?
Great
I love
food. But I just
Delicious,
a little,
healthy.
She could whip this up so fast.
Yeah, so fast. Gonna start getting going here. We got about 25-30 miles to go today, so we're gonna get a little bit earlier start. Girls are still sleeping, but I'll start the engines, and maybe one of them will be up to help me pull up the anchor by the time we get moving, but by the time the engines get warmed up. But even if they don't, I don't really need their help. It's pretty easy to do. I can control the anchor from back here, so really easy to do. So it's actually pretty easy to pull up the chain by yourself as long as it's not too windy, like it's only 5 knots of wind right now. You pull up the chain and then as it slows down, as it starts pulling on the boat a little, you just stop and let the boat coast forward under the weight of the chain and then start bringing it up again. Well, I guess just that time of year, wind's always out of the north this time of year, or at least it has been the 2 weeks I've been down here, or pretty light. So the winds aren't too strong today, 12, 14 knots, but it is out of the north and we're going north. I mean, we were headed south all last week, so we're headed north all this week, just the way it is. On a sailboat, can't always sail. But we got a long day today, actually. We got like 25 miles total. We'll be in the lee of most of this soon for at least half of that trip. We'll be in the lee of this island coming up Keith Mills. We've already been there. And we're going up to another island. We've already been to Kia, but we haven't been to this side of the island we're going to. So it'd be, 3.5, 4 hour day doing 6.5, 7 knots.
We made it to Kia and found a spot to med more on the seawall. With power and water, it was only €25 a night and right across from lots of restaurants and cafes.
Myself and the whole crew are going to be in Fort Lauderdale June 16th, and we'd love to see you guys there. We are doing a seminar on the cruising life, basically going to go over all the aspects of cruising, the costs and the different areas and the social life and the safety and what you need and don't need and things like that. So it's a seminar. It's going to be for charity at the Gilda's Club of South Florida. It's a cancer support network. So there's only 50 tickets on sale. I think we're more than halfway sold. So there's a link down in the description if you'd like to go to that. Go ahead and buy your tickets now. All the proceeds, or all the money, goes directly to them. I'm getting nothing for it. It's to support the cancer research there, and we'd love to see you guys there. So we'll see you in Fort Lauderdale June 16th.
I'd really like to thank our patrons. They are what make this channel possible. If you can't become a patron, that's okay. You can still help us out by please clicking that subscribe button.